Good morning guys, happy Monday. Today I'm in the office. As you can tell, I'm fully dressed. It's almost 8 o'clock, so I need to leave very sharply, but I thought I would quickly get all my snacks for the day prepared with you guys and take you with me to the tube. I've styled the bob today. I'm still not loving it, but sad times. It's a regret, but it will grow back and I feel like it's going to look really good when it gets about here. So let's see how we get on with that on holiday. Who knows? I'm going to take a banana today and I'm going to do some yogurt. I also want to show you, because I didn't mention this in my previous video, I've been making these egg bites. I have one left here. In order to prevent me having coffee on an empty stomach, I've been eating one of these in the morning. They're just so quick and easy. Just egg, cottage cheese, chives, and salt and pepper. And they're just really easy to make, and it just gives you a little bit extra protein. I'm gonna have this now. Again, Greek style yogurt, or Greek yogurt, whatever it is. 2 big dollops. Some honey, raspberries, one seriously the blueberry. And then my other pot, I put lots of nuts in there. I do cashews. And pecans. Okay, I'm ready for the office. I have my Keep cup. I also have my AirPods in my other hand. And it's a really moody, like grey, overcast day. I've got my rain mac on, I have my umbrella. I'm all prepared. So let's go and get the day over with. It's way later now. I'm home from work. It's 5 to 7 and I'm making some meatballs for dinner. I'm really excited about this. I had a really nice day at work today actually. It was really good. I had a delicious wrap for lunch. My work canteen have like separate kind of, they've got a nice salad bar where I normally get like a big bowl of salad with like leaves and like different pastas and, you know, just like really nice salad bits. And then they've got like a bit at the back that does like fresh pastas and like stir fries and stuff, and then like hot food. But they also have like a deli bar, and on occasion I get a really nice tuna, cheese and jalapeno wrap with some salad and stuff like that in it. And today I was just like in the mood for it. It's been super rainy. Today on the tube I was far too hot in all my layers and I was just sweating pretty much, which is just typical of June in London. It can be hit or miss. It's really sunny now actually. Matt's not in yet, he's on his way back, but I think he's going to be probably another hour. So if you can hear that squealing, it's something to do with the foxes. I think they're playing with each other. So dinner tonight, you can probably tell I've started making it already. I'm going to use the beef mince that I bought the other day in Sainsbury's to make some meatballs. I've never made meatballs at home before, I don't think. Maybe I have. I don't think I have. And I thought I'm going to cook some garlic with some shallots, some salt and pepper, and some rosemary and garlic and herb seasoning, and just like really soften them in the pan. And then I'm going to use my panko breadcrumbs that I bought the other day to do my herb crusted cod fillets, and mould them into some little meatballs. Me and Matt like the meatballs like really quite small. Do we? We only ever buy the really small ones. Maybe I'll mix things up, maybe I'll do some big ones. Anyway, I've cut up one shallot, I'm gonna cut up another shallot. And I thought while I'm doing that, I would just chat to you guys because that's my favourite thing to do. The bulb is growing on me. It was kind of nerve-wracking today going into the office and seeing everyone for the first time. Like, obviously I've worked in my company for quite a long time now, so I know everyone really well, and everyone was so lovely about it. Like, nobody was like, oh my god, your hair's horrible, which obviously I never expected, but yeah, everyone was really lovely. So it kind of made me, I'm still not a lover of it, but I'm getting there. I feel like by the end of the summer it could be a game changer just for the ease of, you know, getting ready. Makes things so much quicker. Today in the office I also had a bit of a, not an admin day, but a day where I was kind of doing a lot of repetitive tasks, like process driven tasks. So I listened to a podcast which was so interesting. I'll link it below. You guys know I love a podcast recommendation, but this one is by The Guardian. It's their Today in Focus podcast, and they have a 2-part special. I've only listened to the first episode about David Copperfield. Apparently allegedly he is another bad guy, and The Guardian have done a huge piece on it, and it is so fascinating. I didn't realise he was worth so much money. He's a magician, for anyone that hasn't heard of him, but he's a magician in the US, and he was basically involved in a lot of the same pageants and like competitions that Trump was also involved in, and a lot of the same things that Trump's being accused of, David Copperfield is as well. And yeah, it's just shocking. Like, I didn't know he was such a household, I mean, I knew he was a household name and I knew he was a magician, but I didn't realise just how famous he was in America and like what a big name he was. And they have a few different interviews with like women who've had horrible encounters with him. So that's really, yeah, a really interesting podcast. The Today in Focus podcast by The Guardian are just, they're so concise and kind of make things not enjoyable, but like more digestible when you're listening to them. So I would really recommend that. Then I also, this is just by well, maybe it's not by coincidence because they're both on Spotify and this is being released lately, but the author and public speaker Salman Rushdie, I think that's how you pronounce his name. If it's not, I'll write it on the screen because I'm terrible at butchering names. He basically has written a book called Knife about a tragic, horrendous attack that he suffered when he was actually speaking on stage. I actually can't remember where it was. I think it was in the US. And yeah, this guy from the crowd comes up to him and, you know, attacks him while he's on stage. And anyway, the point is that when he was doing his speech, he was speaking about the safety of writers and how, you know, you need to protect the arts and people need to be able, like the Charlie Hebdo stuff. And he was attacked on stage really sadly, and he wrote a book about that, and it's fascinating. So far, I'm only a few chapters in, but it's really, really interesting. And parallel to that, at the same time, Elizabeth Day has him, obviously for publicising the book, on her podcast, How to Fail. And I'm just fascinated, like, he sounds like such an interesting guy. So I have been listening to Knife, and I'm going to listen to Elizabeth Day's podcast interviewing him because I love her. I feel like everything she does, she's just like brilliant. So there are some recommendations for you. I'm going to soften these in the pan now. Also guys, a little checkup on the hydrangeas. These are doing so well. I did that trick where you put them in boiling water just in the stems for 60 seconds and then they literally came back to life. Like, these guys were totally, completely dead and now they're back. How amazing. Also, foxes have just run past the window again and they're so cute. Hear any funny noises, the parakeets are outside, and also Matt is now in the room. Do you want to shout hi to everyone?
Hi everyone.
Did you have a nice day today?
Yeah, I did. For a Monday, it was good.
Anything eventful happen?
Nothing I can share on
Blood
YouTube.
test. Blood test. Might got a blood test today. Nothing untoward's going on though.
Hopefully not.
He's all fine. Anyway, I'm now going to mix up the meatballs. I'm going to put the mince into here. I've got the silver bowl. I'm just going to mix it all into here, basically. I'm going to do it all. And if we have extra meatballs, we can freeze it. And then now I have my hands covered in meat juice. I'm going to have to go wash them. Okay, meat's in here. I'm just going to eyeball it and put a bunch of these panko breadcrumbs in. Also, can't recommend these clips enough. We use them for everything and they all come in really funky colours. They're on Amazon, I'll link them below. You get them on Amazon and they're just the best. They're so easy. So, we have the mince in there, panko breadcrumbs. I'm actually going to cut this with the knife just into quarters. And then I need to mix it with my hands. But first, I'm going to pour the ingredients that I've just fried from the frying pan into here. Okay, so it currently looks like this. I'm gonna now do a first initial mix with the wooden spoon and try and mix this all together. I'm now getting absolutely buzzing about my holiday to Mallorca, our holiday to Mallorca. If anyone has any tips for places to stay in, not places to stay, restaurants to visit in either Palencia, Port de Palencia, anywhere close by there, or Palma. So Matt and I are actually spending a few nights in Palma on the way home. So after we've left the villa, we're going for 3 nights in Palma. My parents are coming for 1 night, but we booked, I tried to book into El Camino on the first night, which is this amazing tapas restaurant. I've seen everyone recommend it, but I tried to book this a month ago and still there was no tables available. So I managed to get us a lunchtime spot. So we're gonna have a nice lunch there. But I've put us also on the wait list in case anything comes available one of the evenings. And that's just for 2 people, and it was over a month in advance, which is that's worse than some, Michelin star restaurants I've heard of. Matt and I are also booked in for our 3-year anniversary on the 2nd of July when we get back to London. We're going to go to Fallow for a nice anniversary meal. Matt's actually booked that for me, which is going to be a lovely treat. Every year he books a really nice cocktail bar and a nice meal for us. And I was chatting to some of the girls at work today about Fallow, and I don't know if anybody is familiar with London and knows of this place, but it's actually owned by the same people that own Bow, and apparently Bear and Jack as well.
xxxx Restaurants is called.
And is it?
Because I know I keep on repeating myself, but that's
your friend.
Yeah, and the George is owned by xxxx.
Yes, but honey, is Bow in there? And is Fallow in there? Because the 2 guys on Bow
xxxx
they're in there
as well.
Oh.
In where? What do you mean in?
Sorry, because they were on Saturday Morning Kitchen, the 2 guys, and it's they're 2 friends. Anyway, they basically own all the good restaurants that we enjoy going to in London. Bear and Jack is also really good.
Well, you didn't like it there.
Well, I did like it.
But they own the George as well.
Can you give me the Tupperware with the old one and I'll just put the rinds in here. Dinner is still cooking. I got a little bit sidetracked with a few lovely FaceTime calls and chatting to family. I've just put some dill in here and I'm gonna use these little 2 Parmesan rinds that we had left over. Maybe I'll just use one. I'm gonna chop this up and put it in here to make our sauce really luxurious and luscious. So this is looking good. I didn't use all the meatballs, by the way. That's most of them there, but we still have all these in here. Okay, guys. Oh, having camera malfunctions. What does everyone think of Matt's t-shirt with the lovely big dead roach?
It's my nighttime top.
We've got some delicious parmesan, can you see? And here is the finished product. Matt's portion, my portion. And we're gonna watch this documentary that my really good friend Gemma said is really good. So shout out to Gemma if you're watching. It's called The Footballer, His Wife and the Crash. And she said, like I did, first of all, just scroll past it and thought nothing of it. But she said, go back and watch it. It's actually wild. So we love a good documentary in this household. Matt's struggling with that.
No,
I can do it.
No, you can't. Try
Let
and
me
do it
try.
then. Try and do it. You try and do it, and I bet you can't do it. Let's get this on camera. Scissors.
Let me try. God, it is quite intense.
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay, fine.
There are our scissors.
Just get a knife and then we'll stab it. Uh-oh, Matt's getting a bit hangry. He's going to do a taste test for us. We've also got our all-time favourite soda water and lime.
Meatballs in the pan.
Because we don't need all of that. Look, you've got about 8 meatballs. We don't need to overload our plates. Also, let me show you guys what I picked up earlier while we're waiting for Matt. I went to Aldi and I picked up their hand soap that's supposed to be like... Matt's crashing around. I picked up their hand soap that's supposed to be like the Joe Malone products. I also got us a nice garlic mayo because we have been living without garlic mayo for far too long. I love garlic mayo. And I also picked up some sugar to finally make my banana bread that it's gonna happen. Tonight is the night I'm making it. Look how black these are. Oh, maybe they're not safe to eat actually. Let's see.
What do you mean they're not safe to eat?
No, they're just bananas.
Really?
Taste test. We're over here because my phone's run out of battery. So Matt's gonna do the honours.
Meatballs looking good.
Okay.
A bit of sauce.
Good?
Yeah, really good actually.
Okay, brilliant.
Meatballs are flavoursome.
Okay.
Yeah, really good.
Okay, we're gonna go and enjoy this now. I'm over here because the phone's on charge. And I will chat to you after dinner. Doesn't it sound like this guy like just rode her leg? Guys, we're back for round 2. We're now going to make some banana bread with the demon bananas that are in the fridge. Let me get them. We're really enjoying this footballer and his wife and the crash documentary. It's very interesting. Matt actually knows who the footballer is. Like, he doesn't know him personally, but he knows of him. Banana 1 and banana 2. I picked up some unsalted butter from Aldi earlier, and obviously I got my sugar, and we also have a big bar of Tony's Chocolonely that... Oh, you've still to open this one. This could have the winning Glastonbury ticket in it.
That competition's finished.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Matt bought a bunch of these in the hope that one of them could have a Glastonbury ticket. Anyway, we have had loads of them, so we are thinking put this in our banana bread. I also do a little trick with my banana breads where I line the tin with brown sugar, and it makes the edge of the banana bread go all crispy and yummy. So I'm going to get all the ingredients out. I'm not going to talk to you while I'm doing this because I just need to get on with it and get it done. It's now 9:05, so here we go. I told you I was determined to do this banana bread tonight. Guys, my banana bread is looking very low. It didn't really rise very much and it's very heavy, but it's gonna be delish. I'm gonna end this vlog here. I look absolutely crazy right now. Thank you so much for watching. We're just watching Love Island, which is why it's so loud in the background. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you for another video shortly. The next one will likely be either packing for Mallorca and like a holiday bits, or it will be a vlog from Mallorca. So see you then. Bye.
Just be careful with what you said, because well, I think the boy didn't really know what we want, so I just think.
Well, I know. Like, I know I have friends in the villa